Hi, this is Cece with CASHAPP. Welcome back, Pisces. This is for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Risings, and Venuses, and Cross Watchers for Pisces. Welcome to my channel. I am your intuitive tarot reader, Cece. Shout out to my current subscribers, my current Pisces that subscribe to me. I appreciate the love, the feedback that y'all give me. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, share. I wish I would leave comments more, Pisces. Y'all be a little bit quiet out there. Anyways, this is your love reading, and I'm currently shuffling from Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. All right, and then I'm gonna finish up with a couple clarity decks to your reading as to provide us clarity and direction on what needs to be interpreted to you, Pisces. Okay. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, and it's only meant to resonate with some, not all. Okay? And if you're interested in a personal reading, I'm still open for personal readings. Please visit goddessrosetarot.com. All right? goddessrosetarot.com. All right, Pisces. How y'all doing with everybody being locked up and locked down in the house? Whew. Yeah, it can get on your nerves, Pisces. And y'all know y'all the fish. So sometimes y'all have trouble staying still. Have you ever really seen a fish sit still for real? For a little bit, but not for real. Okay. Alright. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I had a couple of cards pop out. If you notice, Pisces, I put those to the side. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and get a synopsis of the overall reading from the first deck. All right, and the first card that I have, bottom of the deck I have is Heartache and Loss. Okay. This is the bottom of the deck card. This is the energy that I'm feeling for y'all right now. Some of y'all are experiencing some heartache at this moment, and some of y'all have experienced loss. This can be in pertains to home. It can be in pertains to love. It could be in reference to family, friends. It can be a loss that was unexpected. Some of you are feeling in that mode. This being the bottom of the deck card, some of you have taken a hit, may have been laid off or had some decline in finances. You are your mate. It could be vice versa, but overall, I'm feeling that the energy that some of you experienced loss that was unexpected. Okay, or at times you experience heartache. You can even experience heartache from past traumas, issues, things that you've gone through, things that have made you sad. It can be just things that you never really dealt with on an emotional level, and at times you find yourself faced with that. Okay, but it could be a number of things. I'm gonna look. Let me see what it says here. I got the book right here, and sometimes I read from the book because the authors of these tarot decks are mediums, psychic mediums themselves. So we got to give them credit, where it's due. So I'm going to go ahead and read what specifically that might mean for y'all, Pisces. Okay. Now, it says the meaning of this card revolves around disappointment, sorrow, separation, which can cause upheaval and distress. It takes all the strength you have at the moment in order to move past the pain and heal your heart. The love that has been given to another should now be focused on you. Although you might look at this card as being a negative, it can also be a tremendous catalyst encouraging you to move on. The painful experiences of your life are just as valuable as the joyous ones. You may not appreciate the sentiment at this challenging time, but life does have a way of pushing you forward, even though you may not always know the final destination. As you endure this period, excuse me, learn not to dwell on the past, but use your strong mental control to deal with your emotions. Have faith in knowing that you would get through this. So whatever it is, it looks like you have to rely purely on your faith, purely on your spirituality, purely on what's within to guide you through whatever situations you're going through or have been through. This cause energy is interchangeable. This is a love reading. This can be the person that you're dealing with or someone around you. They might feel this way. They might feel a significant loss. They might feel significant heartbreak or sorrow. They might deal with their own depressions quietly or anxieties, whatever it is. It can be vice versa. It can be family. It can be a number of things. Some of you might have experienced a physical loss, a death, someone passing away, or it could be someone who passed away that's close to you. At times you feel very hurt. You might miss them a lot. And as you've been sitting in the house and soaking in all this energy, at times some of you probably get really sad and depressed about that, missing someone, thinking about them, thinking about the times y'all had together, and looking around you and like, damn, we don't have that anymore. But again, it did mention about you not understanding that the final destination can be so much greater, and that there's meaning in you know this card. There's meaning in this energy, okay? The next two cards I have material harvest, okay? And then I have patience. I like this patience card. She's a beautiful woman. Patience, okay? Material harvest. All right. And as you look at this card, he's reaping the rewards from a harvest. As you see there's like a couple pieces of fruit. There's some coins. There's a bag next to him. There's a couple bottles, but he's meditating. His eyes are closed. He's at peace. He has the sun behind him, so he's pulling in that raw energy, pulling in the energy of understanding the higher elements of the consciousness, okay? And that's how you harvest. That's how you manifest things, okay? It starts on a material and spiritual plane. And a lot of you are aware of that, being that you are Pisces. You are the manifestors of everything because you understand all 12 zodiacs, being that you're the 12th house. Everything cumulates and kind of just settles in that 12th house perspective. A lot of you will be reaping some rewards after all of this heartache and loss, okay? Or someone around you, okay? And it's because of the energy that you're putting out or you're receiving. I see some meditators out there. I see some people who are really spiritually inclined and can close their eyes and hold out their hands and understand who they are. Having an understanding of whom you are, that's why you're going to reap this harvest. Or, like I said, someone around you, you can be dealing with someone who's reaping a harvest, especially after taking a significant hit or experiencing a heartache or loss. Or just something that might have broke your heart, or vice versa. It can, whatever it could be, that puts you back for a second, Pisces. It looks like there's a harvest coming, okay? But you're focusing and centering on, the sun behind him and how he's meditating and how he's at peace, how he's calm. He's not in the energy of heartache and looking down and being sad. He's not in that energy. So I think a lot of you are going to, take advantage of the polarity of this energy and step into this energy if you haven't already, okay? You have to step into this energy, actually feel it. Or whomever around you, they really are probably, you might be dealing with someone who channels in a lot of spiritual energy, who meditates, and they get messages from divine source. They might be an intuitive tarot reader themselves. Not even tarot. They might be, practice all types of forms of divination. But they have a high sense of enlightenment when it comes to dealing with spirituality. And that is why a lot of abundance might be happening for them, around you. It could be your mate. It could be the person you're dealing with, you're married to. Or this definitely is your energy, okay? But understand that when you pull from the polarity of the sadness, reverse those thoughts, reverse those feelings, and reverse those beliefs when they come. You reap material rewards, okay? This also means like unexpected gifts, unexpected surprises, things coming in for you. But a harvest has been taken care of, okay? You have to plant the seeds. You have to water it. You have to maintain it. You can't just let it die. You can't neglect it. You can't just say, fuck it. You can't be in that mode. What you have to do is understand that you reap the rewards when you cultivate the garden, when you take care of everything and everyone around you. Okay, and that could be your mate, that can be the person, your wife, your husband. This reading's for everybody. It's for, gay, straight, man, woman, whomever. But when you're doing the spiritual work to maintain abundance within your life, and you're doing that spiritual work, starts from within, starts from the higher planes of consciousness, then you see things happen for you left and right effortlessly. Okay. And then I have that patience card. Okay. So relying on patience and relying on the fact that you understand what you're here for. Okay. You got to have the knowledge of self to really reap the rewards of a harvest. You have to have an understanding of self. Okay. In times of despair, in times of heartache. Okay. Patience is needed throughout that process, Pisces. It might be that you're exercising a lot of patience and have been patient. That's why you are going to receive abundance, or you might receive surprises from someone you're dealing with. Just a transition from this. You're going to go from this to this sun card energy. Okay. But you have to have a lot of patience and understanding. Have patience and understanding for others, and have patience with yourself, okay? Things will transpire with patience, okay? Whoever you're dealing with probably has felt, that they've been very patient, okay? And they felt like they have been very patient with you in your endeavors, okay? You can also feel that way about the person you're dealing with, that you've been very patient with them, or you are learning to be patient. Okay, this can be past, present, future. This reading is for all. Maybe you're exercising and learning a lot of patience and how to deal with the opposite sex, or your husband, your wife, whatever it might be. But when you control your patience and you settle down and you just go with the flow like the fish does, then here, the material harvest. Then here you have abundance coming in for you. She has a flower growing from her, and the flower is already sprouted, if you notice. Okay. But she's looking down at the seed. Okay. And she understands that from that seed grew that flower. So she has to understand the patience in that whole process. So do you. Patience in all the processes of love, material things, spirituality, even your mental. Be patient with yourself and also be patient with others, okay? And this is a message to you, but it also could be something that you're trying to draw to you, okay? You're trying to learn to exercise more of this energy, or you want your mate to exercise the energy of patience and being patient with you. All right? So I'm going to shuffle from Fairy Deck now. Let's see what Fairy Deck has to tell me. This is the Fairy Deck by Doreen Virtue, Pisces. Okay? But yeah, those are two polarity type of cards. We have sadness, despair, then we have like a harvest, we have a sun, we have sun energy. Okay? Alright. I'm just seeing that some of y'all are going to be balancing those energies. But I believe it's coming from a source of hurt and pain. You're going to use that to transpire good for you. Okay? And that's what you must do. But it's a lot of patience required in that process. Okay, a harvest doesn't come overnight. But a harvest comes when you take good care of it, you love it, you give it love, and you give it attention, you give it affection, all of that. Okay, and that's in pertaining to your relationships and pertaining to anything around you. When you give that love, then you're going to get it, okay? If you stay in the vibration of sadness and despair, then you'll get that too. Okay? All right? You decide what you want to attract, okay? It's up to you. All right, so I'm going to cut. Let's see what's up. Whew. Okay, so I have the 10 of Summer. It says an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. All right. I'm seeing connections with your family right now. A lot of y'all just want to be centered around your family and be connected to your family. If you look at this card closely, they're on a boat and they're with their children. Okay. I do believe through you, guiding yourself with patience and understanding, you entail an emotional life that is fulfilling. Okay, it's just fulfilling, but you have to have an understanding of self. Okay, and have an understanding of how to deal with your emotions throughout challenges or triumphs. Okay. With that being said, I just think a lot of y'all just want to be with your family and y'all enjoying being with your family and you want to focus on your children. Some of you are trying to conceive children. So you're really leaning towards your mate right now to bring in that abundance to you. And how you're doing that is by being emotionally balanced, or you're working towards that. Okay. Because the reading didn't start off like that. Oh, oh, I'm just dropping stuff. The reading did not start off like that. It started off here, okay? But ultimately, you come here to this energy, okay? An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. A lot of you are seeking this and want this stability, or some of you already have it already, okay? Some of you might go out to or come together with your family at a small get together or whatever you commute and do, and it makes you feel emotionally satisfied. Your love increases. Okay. If you are single listening, then it's definitely a possibility that while you're in or around your family, you might have an emotional experience. You might have someone kind of like sweep you off your feet and make you feel good about yourselves. But ultimately, you're centered around your family and the love you have for your family. And that is what's going to, take you through all different challenges, different sadness, different heartaches that you've experienced. Okay. All right, next card I have is the Ace of Winter. Okay. It says, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It is important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Okay. And, this is just basically emphasizing, when dealing with situations where you have to exercise patience. Um, if in order to exercise patience, it's best to have clear communication with the person you're dealing with, or you might be desiring this from someone that you're dealing with. Okay. This can be vice versa. Someone wants clear communication with you so that the challenges that you run into along the way, you don't develop that anxiety, you don't develop that heartache. Okay. All right. You have a lot of amazing new ideas that you want to implement, Pisces. You have a lot of things that you want to see, get started. And some of you are working on that right now. So I see a lot of focus right now on making yourselves better. And I think this is for the love for yourself that it emanates from within. You can be good to your mate. You can be good to your husband, your wife. You can be better for them. Okay. But understand that whatever you think of, the ideas you think of, communicate it, okay? And communicate it clearly and accurately. It says clearly and accurately, okay? And that's what basically telling you people aren't mind readers all the time, you know? Everybody's not a mind reader. They can't understand how you feel if you don't communicate it, okay? All right. All right, so I have pulled the Sun card and I pulled the Eight of Summer. The Sun card says plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards, accommodations, gratitudes for the blessings of life. And then this is the Eight of Summer, okay? It says the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life challenges. Some of you, like I said from the beginning of the reading, are really wanting to make a change and transition in your life. You want to have all the mobility to do what you want to do, or this could be vice versa. someone that you've been dealing with feels this energy, okay? But it says that it's time to move on. If there have been things or challenges that have hurt you, okay, this was the overall energy in the reading. This was the bottom of the deck card. Remember that. Things that have hurt you from the past, you cannot dwell on that. It's time to move on. It looks like a lot of you are going to make major life changes in order to reap the material reward, material harvest. I don't know what that is. It could be relocating. It could be finding something new, a new home. It could be making a transition in your career, because I had the Sun card with it. Sun card is like an abundant energy. It signifies rewards, surprises, also a marriage card. But I believe, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of polarities here. Once you get through this, you can make the major life change and move here to the Sun energy, and everything works out. Your ideas lead to rewards. It says everything that you've thought of, even in terms of your relationship, if you want a more closer connection, if you want more romance, if you want more affection, whatever you're wanting and seeking, it looks like you have to work on moving on from heartache, pain, and despair. And that could be traumas within your life, or vice versa. Okay, there's a lot of things that you have to move on from. Okay, and it looks as if if you make a major life decision or a major life change, this can be as far as addictions go, or this can be as far as like disciplining yourself or someone around you. Like I say, your mate might be thinking about this. When you make a major life change, or maybe you make a commitment to not do this anymore, vice versa, whatever major life change you're going to make, or the major life change that they may make, okay? Whoever you're dealing with, you're going to move into this Sun card energy. Okay, there's a lot of blessings coming in for you, but definitely because of the energy of this. Okay, you gotta have this. Okay, impatience does not bring nothing but despair and hopelessness. Being impatient. Okay, thinking that everything is supposed to happen now, blah blah blah, with the patience, okay, with the patience that you're exercising in your relationships, in your marriage, in whatever type of setting that you have right now. When you exercise that patience, there comes the harvest. The harvest is already there. Okay, the patience comes from the enlightenment from within. Okay, when you channel in source energy. A lot of you need to get out of nature if you've not gotten in nature, okay? And let the sun shine on you while you're thinking about manifesting whatever it is you're wanting to manifest in this material plane, okay? And then in that process, just be patient, because the universe has heard you. You don't have to say it that many times. The universe has heard everything you said. And then here you come to the Sun card, okay? Everything will work out perfectly. Everything will bloom perfectly. You see the sunflowers. Okay, gratitude comes effortlessly. Okay, you have gratitude all in this reading, but it's really, what I'm seeing is a choice. It's up to you. Okay, even in terms of your relationship, whatever you want to receive, whatever you want to get, it's up to you, and it's what you're putting out. You have to stay connected to the source from within, and whatever you may call that, God, Allah, Buddha. If you don't do anything, you're just a nature person, you're solitary practitioner, whatever you might do, understand that whatever source that you stay in contact with that gives you then the energy to prevail in this reality, you have to stay in contact with that source.